I was being interviewed on a podcast the other day, and one of the questions I was asked is, Debbie, what made you want to write your book? And I realized I've never actually told anybody in a social media post about the reasons behind this book. Years ago, I attempted to write a fictional book, and I made it through probably, a fourth or a third of the book, and then I stopped writing it for really no specific reason. And it was 20 plus years later that I realized the reason I could never go back to that book was because it wasn't really aligned with my values. I knew that the purpose for writing a book had to be to help, serve, educate, transform women's lives. And that is how The Path Less Traveled was born. I wrote it for me, but I published it for you. So The Path Less Traveled it's for women, Christian women, who get to a certain point in their lives and they realize, I'm not happy with myself and I'm not happy with the life that I have. And this happens, usually about like maybe mid-30s, sometimes earlier, where we just have these unmet expectations and these disappointments in life. And we've come to this sort of crossroads moment, right? Where we can continue down the path that we've been on already and it's familiar, right? So it's easy enough to keep going down that path, but it hasn't brought us joy. It hasn't brought us peace. It hasn't brought us happiness. Or we can take a new path, the path less traveled, the path of intentionality, the path of living the life that God actually really wants for us.